On the West Coast, no two programs have rocked the establishment more than these two, and it's built a rivalry between them. It's been nasty at times. It's had its fair share of cheap shots and ruined seasons, all in the quest for the milk can. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Fresno State Bulldogs. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on the guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
This offense is so good.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Guys, they first played in 1977. They've had their battles in the WAC, the Mountain West, and here they are again today.
Yeah, they've changed conferences, and it's kind of an interesting rivalry, Palmer, because they don't play every year. But it's been kind of...
Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space, it's Riley. Sweet cut there. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. And his throw is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it. Touchdown, Boise State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Broncos.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to pass, it's St. Clair. And that pass incomplete, the defense got a hand on it.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Trying to move them on the counter.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes a catch. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Broncos have this offense rolling. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the end zone. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the...
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Broncos. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top.
To throw, it's St. Clair. Looking down the middle. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Working on the right. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Just enough time to get off one more snap. To the air on 1st down. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, all week, the Broncos and Bulldogs tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that old milk can.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Boise State. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for...
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Wants to throw on first down. On target to the left. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Broncos are rolling down the field. Gonna look downfield again. That's caught. It's Riley. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Broncos in a good spot here with second and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Wants to throw on third. Unloads to the right. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points. So Boise State takes down Fresno State, and these two often use each other as a measuring stick. That's how rivalries are born, and this one certainly delivered. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the San Diego State. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown Broncos. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarter.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Going deep. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Taylor.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on him.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Riley. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Broncos! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. And you can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The give to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, he'll throw it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Boise State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground.
Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. To the air, it's St. Clair. Got a man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 20. Open spaces. Touchdown, Broncos. And the route is on.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. That's caught. It's Riley. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Broncos. And the pummeling has started. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this win. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Broncos are threatening on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Looking for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of... Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He's got the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been...
Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Boise State!
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You know, it's not often you get to see QBs go over 5,000 yards passing in a year. We've watched this guy, though, be a special player for this offense all season long. With that last completion, he's now hit the milestone.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete to the left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch. Like, Play, pitch, and catch. Spread the ball around. Complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers. And that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Broncos! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Looking to throw at St. Clair. A strike downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Broncos.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just Completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He rifles one deep down the middle. Picked off! What a play by this defense. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. To the air, it's St. Clair. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Boise State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man to the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Finds the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off play action. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Riley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Riley. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Just keep slinging it. He fires one deep over the middle.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Right on the money. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Trying play action. Looking for the score. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. The Broncos come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Looking to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Touchdown, Broncos! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. And fortunate to get it back. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here.
And the Broncos are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Holds He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. He's got it. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming.
Yo, y'all boys, I'm out, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Trying to build this channel up even more, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man.